Hello and welcome to Ryno's Orioles Report. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Well, it wasn't a bad series up there in New York for the Orioles, at least until bottom of the 8th inning in yesterday's game, which started at 11:30, which is so stupid. Really what it came down to is what I'm going to say is a overly taxed bullpen. And really, the culprit there is which I guess Sunday's game, was the 13th game of a 16-game stretch with no off day. Is that a good enough excuse? Maybe it's a good enough reason. It's also a stupid reason. There's 30 days in June, and you have Major League Baseball players playing 16 games straight with no off day? That sounds dumb. Or at the very least, you're trying to screw teams over. I mean, what else is it? You've added playoff games. They went to, 2 wild card teams in 2012. Now there are 3 wild card teams, and they have to have a whole round to decide who the wild card teams are. What does it last? 3-4 days? You get an extra 2 to 3 playoff games. You couldn't subtract 2 or 3 from the regular season. You could have. You chose not to. And apparently the players' union didn't feel like asking for it, I guess, or they got something else they wanted. Whatever. You can see them on MasterSports.com. Let's get to Game 1. Baltimore Orioles 5, New York Yankees 3. Holiday 3 hits. Westberg 0 with 3 strikeouts. Ryno in the 3-hole. Gunnar Henderson getting the day off, at least to start with. 4 games down there in Tampa Bay. Really hot. Or I guess it's not Tampa Bay. Where the hell is it now? Tampa-ish area. I don't remember where the hell it's, because it's a minor league stadium. It is the Tampa area, I think. Whichever. Ryno in the 3-hole now, 0. Urias, cleanup hitter, 1 hit and RBI. Cowser, lots of guys moving up. Cowser 1 hit. Sanchez 2 hits, 2 RBIs. Also walked once. Mayo 2 hits and an RBI. Ryno and Hearn pinch hitting for Mayo late. He's got 2 hits and an RBI. You're pinch hitting for him? Okay, Howard boss. Ryno Hearn does get a hit. But at the same time, he doesn't drive anybody in and he doesn't score a run. So, does it really matter? No. However, Carlson 0. Luis Vasquez, got recalled when Mateo was put on the IL in there getting a start, which I feel like he rarely does, especially with Westberg and Urias and Jackson Holiday on the team healthy. He may get a few more starts now because, spoiler alert, Westberg may miss some time. We don't know how much time yet, though. Vasquez 0. Gunnar Henderson pinch hitting late, then going into shortstop hitting an RBI. That wouldn't matter. But Mayo in for Hearn, I don't know. However, I feel like at the start of Mayo's most recent trip up to the big leagues, he was getting the Heston Kjerstad treatment, and as of late, he actually seems to be getting the Kyle Stowers treatment. What the hell? This would be the last start of the series for Mayo, which I guess makes sense. Whatever. Mayo with a double, Urias with home run. Jackson Holiday stolen base. Tomoyuki Sugano only able to go 3 2/3 innings. That's kind of what led to the overtaxed bullpen as well. Starters just not being able to do anything. Very more recent stretch, I guess, where a lot of the starters just can't go innings. Eflin, Sugano, Rogers. For the most part, Dean Kramer and Charlie Morton seem to be doing okay. The other guys, I don't know. mean, I guess Sagano just not used to the heat. I mean, he does get those hand cramps. Sagano giving up 7 hits, 3 runs, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. He got more than 1 strikeout an inning, but then you got 3 walks in it. That's just so weird. It's so weird how that happens with these guys sometimes. Keegan Aiken finishing off the 4th inning, then pitching the full 5th inning. Does give up a hit, but no runs, 2 walks, no strikeouts. Whatever. I mean, whatever. And it's not like it's all from Aaron Judge, because the Orioles pitch to him a lot for some reason. I mean, you can get him out, sure. It can also hurt you. What I don't understand is why you're going to throw 4 balls out of the zone like they like to do instead of just intentionally walk. Why waste the bullets? You only got so many pitches. Whatever. Cano in for the 7th inning. Gives up 2 hits, no runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. Alright, so Cano getting right again. And you're down pieces because, again, you're in a long stretch of games with no off day. Several of your starters are not giving you any length. You're having to go to the bullpen more often. Going here to Scott Blewett for 2 innings. Well, this is why they like Scott Blewett. Scott Blewett going 2 full innings, the full 7th and 8th inning. No hits, no runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts. There you go. Had it working that night. Felix Bautista in for his 16th save of the year. He's climbing up there. On pace for about 32 saves. Which just sounds weird. But, however, pitching the full 9th inning. No hits, no runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts. Okay. He's getting back to form. He's getting back there. Let's get to game 2. This one was a laugher. Baltimore Orioles, 0. New York Yankees, 9. You see this 1 hit. Morons could only get 1 damn hit. Incompetence ring any bells? Holiday, 0 with a walk. Westberg, 0 with a walk. Yeah. Mayo pinch hit. He pinch hit because, let's see what happens. Let's go to the play-by-play here. Thank you. Jackson Holiday ends up grounding out. Then Westberg does walk, but Westberg steals second. And in something that I never really noticed a base do, but when Westberg hit the base, it came up off the ground. I don't know. No, there's a lot less give to these bags than there used to be. So when you go in hand first, yeah, you're going to move the bag and you're going to jam your finger into the bag. Awesome. Yeah, we'll see how much time Westberg misses. So, since Westberg was DHing, you didn't really have to do anything until his next at-bat comes around. And that's when you're like, all right, well, Mayo needs to go in there now. But Mayo wasn't starting, which just seems weird. But whatever. I mean, you want to get Holiday in there. You want to get Arias in there. You want to get Westberg in there. You want a Henderson in there. And you want O'Hearn in there. And that's 5 dudes for 4 spots. Well, one of them's got a DH, I guess. Or maybe, one of them can have a day off. And, you don't sit Kobe Mayo for 2 straight games. But whatever. Ofer in the rest of his plate appearances. Gunnar Henderson, also with Ofer, did walk once. O'Hearn, Ofer, Laureano, Ofer, Carlson, defensive replacement. Okay. Ofer, Cowser, Ofer, Sanchez, 1 hit. Yeah. Weird that it was Gary Sanchez that breaks up the no-hitter. Cedric Mullins, Ofer, Ramon Arias, Ofer. Woo-hoo! Wow. Westberg does get the stolen base there. A little good it did you. He didn't score. It did nothing to affect the no-hitter, and he goes on the injured list. Well, maybe you shouldn't steal that much. I mean, Jordan Westburg, what the hell are you doing stealing? Why? Whatever. With Gunnar Henderson at the plate. And then your cleanup hitter behind him. It'll hurt. Whatever. Zach Eflin got the start in this game, only able to go 3 innings. Good job. Thank you. Throwing 90 pitches. Woo-hoo! Giving up 10 hits, 6 runs, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. Again, more strikeouts than innings pitched. That's weird. It's still weird. Andrew Kittredge throwing 2 innings right behind him. And this is why you didn't have any more bullpen pieces for the third game, which is when you really needed some bullpen pieces. You're throwing guys like Kittredge and Cano out there when you really would have liked to save at least one of them for Sunday's game. But you couldn't. Yeah. Kittredge throwing 2 innings, does give up 2 hits and 2 runs. Only one of them earned. No walks, 2 strikeouts. Who made the error? Mullins made a throwing error. Holiday with a fielding error. Yay. Damn morons. And right on cue for Orioles blowing it, Scott blew it into the game. Pitching the full 6th inning. Does give up 2 hits and 1 run and 1 walk. No strikeouts. Yanier Cano. Again, I don't really understand this move, especially when you put Vasquez in there for the 8th. I guess you couldn't put anybody in for the 7th, but at the same time, you had to waste Cano here. Cano in for the 7th inning. No hits, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts. 3 strikeouts. And then a corresponding move after this. You didn't have nobody else out there. You didn't have nobody else out there that could eat some innings. Nobody. You couldn't put Vasquez out there. I don't know what the hell the rule is. Let's go to this article here by CBS Sports, written by Mike Axiasa. Axiasa? Probably butchering the hell of that. My bad. Leading teams have to be up by 10 or more runs in the 9th inning in order to let a position player pitch, while trailing teams can use a position player anytime it's down by 8 or more runs. Okay. So here in the 7th inning, it's 9-0. I don't... Are you going to get 9 runs in 2 innings? Sure, I guess it's possible. It's possible. But again, because you used Cano here, you then didn't have him available for Sunday. Or wouldn't have him available for Sunday. Spoiler alert, the Orioles didn't either way because Cano wasn't on the roster. And no, not because he was injured. Stupid decisions by some stupid people that keep making bad decisions. Look at this guy over here. I mean, your hitters are not getting any hits. You think they're going to get 9 runs? No, you put a position player in here now. Save the bullpen. Live to fight another day. Dumb. Dumb. Vasquez in there pitching the 8th inning. The full 8th inning. No hits, no runs, 1 walk, no strikeouts. Here comes where you blew it. And you blew it in the 8th inning here, and you gave up 3 runs. You were up by 2 runs in the first. Couldn't do anything after that. Not only is it a very bad performing baseball team, but the organization, the decision makers in the organization are awful. Awful decisions. Holiday 2 hits. Ramon Arias. Ofer. They got on base with a fielder's choice or an error. I can't remember which. Had to be a fielder's choice. Gunnar Henderson. Ofer. But only 1 real plate appearance as he was walked 3 times. The Yankees are walking your best hitter that many times. Maybe you should walk their best hitter that many times too. That might make sense, especially when their hitter is much better than yours. You fucking idiots. O'Hearn 2 hits, RBI, and a walk. Ramon Laureano DHing. That doesn't make any sense either. No, that makes no fucking sense whatsoever. None. The way Ramon Laureano plays the outfield, that's stupid. I get that you want to get Carlson in there, and you want to keep Mullins and Kowser in there, but to a certain extent, if you want to give Laureano a break in the field and give Carlson time out there, then you just leave Laureano on the bench. Put Mayo's ass in there. But whatever. Because Ramon Laureano throwing people out at the plate because he got, woohoo! Man's got an arm, and it's an accurate arm. Not quite Ichiro style, but pretty close. And he also has a very quick release, which they talked about that a lot. And he does release it really quick. Kowser hitting an RBI. Mullins Ofer. Dylan Carlson 2 hits. Maverick Hanley. Yeah, he's on the team now. And technically now he's not. Because in true Major League Baseball whatever the hell the word is there. Fashion. A true Major League Baseball fashion, they don't give a fuck what the Yankees do. The Yankees are allowed to run through other teams' fielders, which they have, not only in this game, but in last year, running through Jordan Westburg, putting him on the IL. Beeman Heston Kjerstad in the head, putting him on the IL, hitting how many other Oriole batters, and then also having a giant bitch fit when 1 or 2 of their guys get hit. Fuck you, you dirty rat fucking bastards. I'm not going to say that Jazz Chisholm intentionally injured Maverick Hanley, who, yes, is on the injured list with a concussion. But he did leave his feet and jump into Maverick Hanley, knocking his helmet off. You tell me, is that something that should be allowed? This isn't football. Hell, in hockey, you're not allowed to leave your feet to hit somebody. In hockey, the sport where they allow the players to fight each other, they don't allow you to leave your feet to hit somebody. Why is it allowed in Major League Baseball? Especially because it really looked like he's coming around third base. Why this collision ended up in fair territory, I really I don't understand why. I feel like Jazz Chisholm should have been having a wider arc than he did, because he shouldn't have been that close to the line. But he was. Don't know, the throw was way offline, or it wasn't that far offline. It really wasn't that far offline. Where Maverick Hanley ended up was a weird place. But the throw really didn't appear to be that far offline. But again, leaving your feet, making contact high with the catcher, knocking his helmet off, Not something that should be allowed in Major League Baseball. I don't think. Was it incidental? Yeah, probably. Probably. But again, why are you jumping into the catcher? That's the part that doesn't add up to me. And then you're looking at all the other shit. Soto literally trying to run through Jordan Westburg trying to field a ground ball. I'm sorry, what? You're blasting Heston Kjerstad in the head. I'm sorry. I looked at the pitcher's feet and his shoulders during that pitch. To me, they look like they're lined up for the left-handed batter's box, not the plate. But okay. This is how I feel. And yeah, there's more things. But again, the Yankees feel like they can get away with it. Oh, where's Major League Baseball headquarters? Ha! Yeah. All right, on with the show. Gary Sanchez, 0 for 3 strikeouts. Woo-hoo. Yeah, well, he's got to play a lot more now. Yes, no Adley Rutschman. Yay. More injuries. Yay. Dylan Carlson Cowser with doubles. And that's it. Holiday picked off. Whatever. Sanchez fielding error. Cowser throwing error. Cowser throwing error was on the Hanley collision. Sanchez later in the game, actually, when the Yankees took the lead 3-2. This was, I think, the 4th run, if I'm not mistaken. Ball's coming in. Sanchez trying to catch and swipe. If he holds on the ball, I say he got him. But he closes the mitt before the ball gets there and the ball bounces away. Real good. Real good. Yeah. Cool. Wonderful. Jackasses. Dean Kramer getting the start in this game, going 5 2/3, which is, that's enough. That's enough. 3 1/3 inning, your bullpen should be able to cover 3 1/3 inning. If it can't, you made bad decisions somewhere. He's up 5 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts. It's a fine performance. That is a winning performance by a starting pitcher. Your bullpen screwed it up. Or your manager screwed it up because he didn't manage the bullpen right. Keegan Aiken getting the final out of the 6th inning. And that was it. Somewhat odd. Especially since he didn't pitch for a whole... I mean, he didn't pitch Saturday's game. He threw 30 pitches in Friday's game. Could he have gone more? Yeah, I think he could have gone more. But whatever. No hits, no runs, no strikeouts for Aiken. Sir Anthony Dominguez on for the 7th inning. Little shaky, but he got through it. Pitching the full 7th inning, 1 hit, no runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Going to Brian Baker again. Look, I understand Brian Baker is having a good year. Excuse me. I feel like this is an example of you going to Baker too much. I feel like he's in there far too often. I do want to look at... This isn't going to work out the way I really want it to. I want to see the innings pitched by Baker and then Dominguez and Soto. Innings pitched by Brian Baker, 34 1/3 inning. All right, come on, stupid computer. I should have done this ahead of time. Now I'm at the mercy of this thing, and it's slow ass shit. It's just the way this website is. It's not very good. Sir Anthony Dominguez, 30 2/3. He's ticking up there. Soto might have actually ticked up a bit. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't feel like Soto has. 27 innings. Yeah, I mean, he's pitching seven more. Baker has thrown 7 more innings than Soto and 4 more innings than Dominguez. I feel... Yeah, it's a righty-lefty thing. I don't really understand why You didn't go to Soto first. The Yankees have left-handed hitters. Duh. What? Soto doesn't pitch Monday, not Monday, in Friday's game, and he doesn't pitch in Saturday's game. And in this game, you don't have Cano because you sent Cano down and brought up Yarmil Geraldo, if I got his name correctly. You don't even have Cano because you say you needed a fresh arm. Soto hasn't pitched all series. Was he unavailable because he's injured, or you just don't feel like having him pitch? He pitched 1/3 of an inning this series. There was a series with the Angels and a series with the Nationals where Soto doesn't pitch at all. Everybody got a left-handed bat. That's good. Everybody. Why is Soto so underutilized? But yet you got to send some guys away because you don't have fresh arms. What in the fuck are you doing? I mean, you're finding all this room for Keegan Aiken. Why are you not finding room for Soto? We might need a closer. Well, Batista didn't pitch Saturday. Batista should be available for Sunday's game. So going into the game, Soto and Batista didn't pitch the day before. Dominguez didn't pitch the day before. Aiken didn't pitch the day before, but he did throw 30. He should still be ready to go. That's at least 4 pitchers. That's not enough? Well, you had your starter go 5 2/3. And Cano only threw... That's what I don't understand here. Okay, well, Cano did... Yeah, you don't want to pitch him back 3 straight games. I mean, you probably could, though. I feel like Cano here, 24 pitches, that's kind of high. And then 15 here, game 2. I feel like you could have gotten... I feel like you probably could have gotten out of the 6th with Cano. You should have been able to get out of the 6th. Now, maybe you wanted that for Baker because... I mean, not Baker. Aiken because... I don't know. And I guess that's why they chose Cano to be sent away. He had options available. He already pitched 2 straight games. Of course, the problem with that is you don't have him for 10 more days. Holy fucking shit, man. Who came up? Now I'm looking at this play-by-play again. Picking apart every damn thing. Who came up? Ben Rice led off. Left-handed bat. Cody Bellinger. Left-handed bat. What in... And you went to Brian Baker instead of Gregory Soto. What the hell is Gregory Soto on his fucking roster for if you're not going to go to him in a high leverage situation with 2 lefties leading off? You stupid idiots. Morons. Terrible. Okay. All right. Giancarlo Stanton's there. Well, you could put him on if get the 2 lefties because you're the lefty guy. Apparently, that's a huge thing and you got this matchup. Single and then ground down. You really could walk Stanton if you wanted to. He got on anyway, so it didn't matter. And then Jazz Chisholm left. He might be a switch hitter, actually. I don't remember. I think he's a lefty. He hit left-handed here. I don't know if he is a switch hitter or not, and I don't really care. But this is where you should have put Soto in. Why you didn't... I don't care what anybody says. Brian Baker's a fine pitcher. Is he a legitimate 8th inning guy? No. Why? He doesn't have that much experience in the 7th through 9th innings. Most of his experience doing that with a lead has come this season. Soto has the experience. Oh, and he matched up well with the first 2 batters of the inning. You put Baker in here, you're an idiot, all right? As far as I'm concerned, Mancelino is not welcome back next year. Bye. Get the fuck out, because you're stupid. Soto, finishing off the 8th inning. Finally, no hits, no runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. Fuck, I don't remember what the hell these articles were talking about. Now, I understand all these decisions are not easy decisions. I've stated that before. All these decisions you're going to be making now are hard decisions. Some of the reasons why you're not getting good results with these hard decisions is, I guess, one, probably the long stretch of baseball games you're playing right now with no off day. The amount of injuries you have. And maybe it's just because you're not that good. Still don't understand, with Rice and Bellinger leading off, why the hell didn't you use Soto there? He would have had to face all 3 guys. So what? Brian Baker has reverse split numbers that are good. Ah! Nerds and your nerd numbers. How's it look now, assholes? Yeah, alright. Let's get to Rockabaco's articles. They are all by Rockabaco, so as long as I can remember what they're all talking about here, it should be okay. Yes, Rutschman undergoing an MRI. Because of the long series in Florida against the Devil Rays. We'll say it like that. I can't remember where exactly they're playing. And the heat, I guess, the humidity. Excuse me. Something going wrong with his oblique. Excuse me again. So yes, and as of these articles, or me reading these articles, getting the information here. Again, Rockabaco writing these. Adley Rutschman not going to be, or at least the early estimate is, and again, estimate, Rutschman will not be available until after the All-Star break. Yay! Woohoo! So then Maverick Hanley, and this article 21st, so what was that, Friday? Or no, I guess that would have been, Friday. No, Saturday. Whatever day. Orioles recalling Maverick Hanley. Yes, Maverick Hanley now, as of today, on the concussion injury list. Chadwick Trump recalled. Also, in some of these articles, Tyler O'Neill is scheduled to ramp up his, what do they call that dumb shit? Rehab assignment. This guy, I can't believe they gave this asshole $15 million. The injury history that this asshole had is why? Oh, is it because your lineup is so ridiculously left-handed heavy, you couldn't go and get a left-handed outfitter like, say, Bellinger, because, the Yankees got him for relatively cheap, saying hypothetically here, you had to go after a right-handed bat because you needed a right-handed bat in your damn lineup. Well, this asshole hasn't even been in the lineup the whole time, because apparently all you do for outfielders is draft left-handed assholes. Whatever. Tyler O'Neill's about to start things up again with, High A Aberdeen. We'll see how that goes. Tool bag. And as you can see right here, Yaramil Geraldo. Cano optioned. Again, in one of I think it was this article, Rock mentions it, Batista, Aiken, Cano had options. That's it. So that is really one of the reasons why Cano went out. He had options. And he just pitched 2 straight games. I don't know why that means. You got to be without him for 10 days. Yarmil Geraldo to replace him? I don't know about that one. I don't know. Especially when you had Soto available, because he hadn't pitched all series. And you had Batista available because he didn't pitch the night before. You stupid idiots! What is the other stupid thing that I'm talking about here? What did I miss? Rutschman on the IL, Hanley recalled, Hanley on the IL, Trump recalled, Cano to the AAA, though he probably won't pitch down there in AAA. Well, he might just stay loose because he'll have to be there for 10 days unless somebody gets injured. Maybe that's what they're planning on. Yarmil Geraldo takes Cano's spot. Jordan Westburg not on the injury list yet officially. He, what did they, jammed his middle finger or index finger, had x-rays on it. They did not show a break or a fracture or anything. So, right now it's day to day. It doesn't appear that he will need injury list time. So, and really the way a roster is constructed right now, they can stand to be without him for a few days. If it's only going to be a few days, they'll be okay. So right now it doesn't look like Westburg's headed there, but who the hell knows? Let's get to the schedule, wrap this shit up, and get out of here. Oh, you see a Rangers series, a Tampa Bay series. It's one of these listed as Tampa Bay. Then another Rangers series, then a Braves series, then a Mets series, then a Marlins series. And this is where the All-Star break is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 series without Adley Rutschman. That's... I mean, we'll see. We'll see Sanchez. We'll see him a lot. Yeah, I guess one final note, watching the broadcast and talking about the injury with Rutschman this whole weekend, it was brought up to in some of these pre- and post-game news conferences that, oh, is this going to be an opportunity for Samuel Basallo, a very high prospect, catching prospect for the Orioles? As of right now, or as of, a day or so ago, and obviously with the move, they don't want to bring Basallo up just for an injury thing like this. Why? I don't really know. Considering I feel like it would be a good idea to bring him up in September, get him some time up here. I guess they feel it's too detrimental to Samuel Basallo's development to bring him up for this, however long Maverick Hanley's going to be on the injured list. We don't know. I mean, it could be the 6th series. Who knows? And then send him back down when Adley Rutschman comes back, and then be like, oh, and that negatively impacts his growth and development. I guess. Whatever. However you like. I see nothing with Chadwick Trump other than he's just a dude that's there. He can fill the position. Wonderful. All right. Today, Monday, no off day. No off day until after the Rangers series. Finally. So, yes, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday with the Rangers in Baltimore. The Texas Rangers coming to Baltimore face the Baltimore Orioles. All 3 games scheduled for 6:35. Weird, but however. And again, off day Thursday. Yay! So that's going to do it for this edition of Ryno's Orioles Report. Again, off day finally. Woohoo! Thursday. So stay tuned for then. And I will discuss the series between the Texas Rangers and the Baltimore Orioles from Camden Yards. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I am the Angry Ryno, and this is Birdland.